Don't follow me in the earlier career. I guess that's what I should say. I spent way too much time in our government, and I'm so happy to be right here, right now, saying to our government, we don't trust you. We don't trust you a bit. I mean, and David's laid out the litany of what all's been going on, and I don't need to go over that again. But what I would like to say is that, David and I are kind of the two Americans that are up here and joined by people from all over the world, as international activists from all over the world have joined us. And what I would like to say, to follow on to the tremendous number of challenges that we have, that Joe and David both have outlined, is that it's so good to be here with you, because you all are the people that are taking your conscience, and you're not giving up. That oh God, how many years is this? It's the 8th year in Iraq, and the war's not over in Iraq. The war's still going on there. 10 years in Afghanistan. The war in Afghanistan just increases all the time. I'm so pleased to be here with people that are taking on the challenges of what's going on in Afghanistan and in Pakistan. And right down here we've got the Hancock 38 representative, the drones, challenging the drones. People who have been standing up at Beale Air Force Base in California and Creech Air Force Base in Nevada, and we'll have new groups that will be joining us in April at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, where people from Missouri are going to challenge those drones and those assassin drones that have killed thousands and thousands of people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and Yemen and Somalia, assassinating citizens from those countries, and now assassinating American citizens, where indeed it is a policy of the United States that we will not have trials for American citizens, that the government will assassinate them. So it is so important that we continue what we're doing, that we have groups that are like the Hancock 38, that we have groups that are like the Quantico 34, who were standing outside of Quantico Marine Base to challenge what they're doing to Bradley Manning, the young Army sergeant, Army specialist, who's accused of giving out a treasure trove of documents that have revealed to us the duplicity of our own government. It's been really interesting for me. I was a part of that government, as I mentioned, for almost 40 years, and I've read more about what our government was doing in the time since WikiLeaks have brought out all of these things than I ever knew while I was in the government. So I think there are a lot of people in our own government that are very surprised about what other arms of the government are doing. I'm here with people that were on the Gaza flotilla, that were, as we were in Greece this last year. Haki's here, and is anybody else from the 2011 Gaza flotilla? How many of you all were kind enough to be a part of the fundraising mission that raised in such a short amount of time the ability for us as Americans to participate in an international flotilla, to have our own boat called the Audacity of Hope, right back at the Obama administration, that has done absolutely nothing to control the criminal actions of the Israeli government as they continue to pound the people in Gaza, where over 25 have been killed in the last 2 weeks and hundreds of them injured by Israeli attacks. And the numbers of people in the West Bank who have been imprisoned, who are on hunger strikes, that are challenging these illegal detentions. Jeju Island, we have Bruce back here with the Global Network, anti-weapons in space, who have been trying to make sure that we as Americans know that the American policies of the Aegis missile destroyers and the U.S. missile defense system that's now going all over the world, and a beautiful, pristine little island off the coast of South Korea is being dynamited as we speak, as they are building a naval base that will be for U.S. Aegis missiles, which are on South Korean destroyers, and you can be well assured that there will be plenty of American ships that are coming in to be home ported in that little place. We represent here people from the United States that have gone in solidarity with the people of Bahrain as they've been challenging their government's tremendous oppression to people in Bahrain who are saying, as the people in Libya have done, as the people in Tunisia have done, the people in Egypt have done, the people all over the world in Syria are doing right now, to say to those oppressive dictatorial countries and their governments that they want an end to this. So I think David and I, as American citizens here, in being a part of a tremendous group, I can't think of another place I would want to be than right here in Connecticut, right here with you all, as we continue to push and challenge our own government. The only other place I'd rather be might be Union Square tonight, where there may be a dust-up again, where Occupy is coming under tremendous attack. And as we figure out the ways that we weave the anti-war messages, the military-industrial complex messages, the huge amounts of money that are taking from education, from everything that we need in our country that's going to that military-industrial complex, and as we support and are a part of the Occupy movement to say to our government, we are the government, and we are you out of our way so that we can take our country back. Thank you.